Morning, folks. This is Bill from Little White Dory. We're heading out to the chicken coop. Let the girls out. Bring them some hot water. Say hello. I think I'll give them some cabbage. I'll shred it for them. You stay here, Gumbeaux. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. It's a brisk morning. As I see the first of the chicken's water, it's slightly frozen, but not completely frozen down there. Let me do this. From here I can take care of this before they come out. You see there, it's just maybe it is more solid than I thought. All right, so half an inch is yesterday's. It didn't fully defrost. Gumbeaux. He likes to eat chicken poop. Can't say that he's the smartest dog in the world, but I don't know, maybe it's good because he used to eat his own poop. Gumbeaux. Crazy dog. Come on. Get out of here. Come on. Back up. Back up. Okay, so put this back in place. This just sort of sits down in that little part where the stone comes together. It's an extremely lightweight gate that if he really wanted to get in, he'd get in. But he generally doesn't have an interest. Oops, up. If I don't catch that string, the door starts coming back. Got it though. And then we just give it a little hitch over here, pull it back. Take this, bring it up here. Add that just to these little strings heading over top. I'll climb over here. Whoops. There's some over here. There's more back there. These are things that hawks can see fairly easily, and they have to think twice about whether they want to dive bomb in on something and potentially catch their wing on that. So there's a little bit of cabbage left over from yesterday, so maybe I won't bother yet. Let me make sure they finish all that up first, because I see some of the green stuff and they generally do eat that. They get fresh water daily. Put it in perspective, you know, there's the dog, there's the chickens. He's more interested in eating their poop than them. Gumbeaux. I guess I've told him too many times, no chicken in the Gumbeaux. And we have here, let's see, Sandy is seeing Gumbeaux, which Sandy doesn't see a whole lot. So when Sandy sees something, it usually gets her attention. Same with Babka. Otherwise, 100 hawks could be circling overhead and they'd be oblivious. Let's see. Buffy over here once had her tail feathers pulled out by Gumbeaux. If it would have been a minute later, he would have had his first fresh chicken lunch. But I literally probably he had probably just gotten her butt in his mouth, and I screamed and he let it go. A puff of feathers came out of his mouth. It was rather comical. So we have in here a variety of sources of water, but this one will freeze, and it seems to be okay that if it freezes, it won't break. It'll unfreeze and then just supply water once it unfreezes. I have one hanging feeder over here, and I have in the back underneath the coop, which I had for many years, just that one back there. We added this one just for my convenience so that I don't have to crawl underneath. The chickens are now happy because yesterday I added to the coop a flock block, which is this thing here. I keep the plastic on it just to keep some of the weather element off. And of course, some of the less bright chickens try to peck through it. Oh, Sandy, come around the front. You'll get a better situation. So they're all happy about that because that's it's got some sugar in it, and molasses and seed. They don't tend to fill up on it or anything like that or obsess on it, but they'll each come and take their fair share of it and then go enjoy. I guess just digesting it in a sense, but their heated water is right here. And as I say that, that's, I believe, Fluffy taking a sip. And there's Cleopatra, Nubbins, Buffy, Bubka. Nobody's been laying. Nobody's laid since October. We got one nest box in here. This is a roosting spot that the two Polish hens took up, and I didn't take it out because I thought, well, if the two of them want to stay out here together, it's safe. I didn't think it was as comfortable. Well, one of them, Babka, this one over here, decided to be either social or get warm and went into the coop. So she spends nights in the coop now. But Sandy will sit here, and Buffy will sit here. So as long as there's two of them out, I'm always okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to take that plastic off, but I think if I remember correctly, they all figured out pretty quick that you gotta go to the front. I just don't want to have too much weather exposed to it. Alrighty, so that's chicken coop mornings 101. And well, the one thing they didn't get, I'll give them a little. Since they have that, they're a little fascinated by the, yeah, but you can see this, if this is like prime rib, this is filet mignon. There you go, girls. So they get a little sprinkle of that. They get it only once a day. If I come out here for some reason to do something for them, they might get again. But at night now, they'll go hit that flock block. So they're going to do this, and of course, then you got that. And he's, you know, he's curious, but he's not hungry. He's been fed. He knows he's going to get fed. There should be no aspect of hunger driving a kill, other than if it's so certainly strongly put into him, he might want to just go for the chase, you know. But he's gotten his, you know, attitude adjusted when he's gotten close. And as you can see, he's, you know, he's not first curious about them. His nose wants to smell all the stuff that's back here that he can't get to. And this is it. The chickens will gobble this up, and then they'll head over to this little tunnel, and then the lilac bush. And if it gets even colder, there's a little Tykes converted chicken coop playhouse thing that they can go in, and they do. It's like the clowns coming out of the little car at the circus. They all pile in there. Not very much room in there when they're all in there, but they do it. Alrighty, girls, we're gonna go. Come on, Gumbeaux. Hey, Gumbeaux. See, I can't tell. I don't think he's doing that. So something decided to come in here and dig. But there's nothing planted there, so I'm not worried about it. Come on, Gumbeaux. Let's go. Come on. Hey, Gumbeaux. The Nomi's here hanging out. Come on, Gumbeaux. Let's go. Hey. See, when he gets that little louder, Gumbeaux, he definitely challenges me. But then again, I would too, if I were him. So, just a little strap over here that holds this gate as a reminder to him. You know, he'd have to want to get in there if this gate needed to be breached. And he's been reminded enough that that's not where he's supposed to be, that I've rarely ever seen him even thinking about it. We did have a rabbit living under the shed here. And so he would always, and he still does, he comes over here to smell to see if there's any smelling of a rabbit. And I guess he can still smell it. I don't know. Maybe the rabbit keeps coming back, or maybe it still lives in there. Otherwise, you know, it's been cleaned up so that we can get the snow blower out. And when the snow comes this soon, we haven't had any yet, that I'll be able to snow blow without running over things. And we got the patio kind of cleared out for the winter. He keeps burying his bones in the flower pots. So I told Nancy just to don't worry about cleaning out the roots. He's apparently going to do it for you. I forgot to put his bed away last night, but he'll go sleep up there today. Come here, Gumbeaux. Don't you like it up here? Come on. Yeah. He generally likes it up there. Right, Gumbeaux? All right. Alrighty, folks, we're going to head in. It's getting cold out here. I'm getting cold. I'll try again soon, and hope you're having a good day. Our skies are nice and clear. This is his little routine. Isn't this funny? So you can see what's going on in the neighborhood. So he's the neighborhood watchdog. You can't really walk past my house without him coming to greet you, giving you a few barks. So hopefully that'll, not that I have problems, but hopefully that'll make people think twice about coming to my backyard, stealing my tomato plants. But look at the skies, it's beautiful. No more leaves in the trees, that's for sure. This is the oak that's, it drives me nuts, but at least this year it dropped them all. They're gone. There's only like 5 or 10 leaves left. So we won't be chasing them forever. You can see the others are all bare bones too. Alrighty folks, let's see if I can spin this around and say goodbye. We'll talk to you soon. Hope you all have a good holiday. New York is, at this point, I guess, a hot spot for this Omicron variant of COVID. I don't know. The names are sort of, to me, starting to be a little bit hallmarkish. You know, like how big a thing were hurricanes until they all got names. I don't know if the names gave them more, notoriety, or I don't know. So New York, a hot spot. I don't know, get yourself vaccinated if you think it's a good idea. Or live like a hermit. That works too. Alrighty folks, you all have a good day. Bye-bye.